Hi everybody and welcome to my channel, and here are my predictions for this weekend's championship matches. Let's start with tonight's match, Birmingham City versus Queen's Park Rangers. Well, so far Birmingham City have won 5, lost 6, and they've drawn 2. Queen's Park Rangers have won 9, lost 4, drawn 1, and they've lost 1. At the moment, Queen's Park Rangers are second. Birmingham City, they're 15th. Birmingham City was one of my teams to be relegated this season. It looks like it's going to be a strange season in the championship. Everybody can beat everybody at the moment. Anyway, here are my prediction. I'm going to go for Birmingham City 0, Queen's Park Rangers 2. Queen's Park Rangers to win 2-0. Bristol City versus Swansea. Well, Bristol City have so far won 6, lost 8. Whereas Swansea, they've won 8, lost 5. And in their latest games, Bristol City have lost 4, drawn 1, and won 2. Whereas Swansea, they've won their last 6 and lost 1. At the moment, Swansea are 4th. Now, Swansea were another team that I predicted would struggle this season, but at the moment they're in the top 4 after winning all their last matches. Bristol City at the moment are 13th. Anyway, I'm going to go for Bristol City 1, Swansea 3. Swansea to win 3-1. West Bromwich Albion versus Sheffield United. Well, Albion have finally got a new coach or manager, whatever you call them. He was the Huddersfield manager last year who got them to the playoffs in May, and they lost. I don't know what's going to happen, but let's hope he can turn things around very quickly. Of course, knowing the Albion fans, they'll get impatient when things don't go right, but you've got to give him a chance to try and turn things round. We could do with some cheering up, because at the moment Albion have only won 2 and we've lost 6. Of course, we play Sheffield United tomorrow. They're 5th at the moment. They seem to be going through a bit of a sticky patch at the moment. They've won 7 and lost 4. I'm kind of hoping that a new manager, we might get something from tomorrow's game. If we only draw 3 points would be better, but somehow I can't see us getting anything. It's going to be like I said, he's going to have a lot of work on his hands, especially with the players we've got there. Anyway, I'm going to go for Albion 0, Sheffield United 2. Sheffield United to win 2-0. Burnley versus Reading. Well, Burnley at the moment, they're top. Reading are 8th. And so far, Burnley have won 8 matches, lost 1. Reading won 8, lost 7. Reading were another team that I predicted would struggle. Would be one of the teams to be relegated, but like I said, it doesn't look like it's going to happen. It's going to be a funny old season, the Championship. Well, anyway, I'm going to go for tomorrow's match. I'm going to go for Burnley to win. Burnley 2, Reading 0. Burnley to win 2-0. Cardiff City versus Rotherham. Rotherham at the moment are 11th. And Cardiff, they're 20th. Again, I tipped Rotherham to go down, right back down, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. It looks like they might maybe stop up this season, because Rotherham usually, when they're usually promoted from League One, they only usually spend one season in the Championship and go back down again. Cardiff City so far have won 5 and lost 8. Rotherham have won 5, lost 4. So it's going to be a bit of a tight match, this one. I think this one will just be settled by the odd goal. I'm going to go for Cardiff 0, Rotherham 1. Rotherham to win 1-0. Coventry City versus Blackpool. Well, at the moment, Blackpool are 18th and Coventry are 22nd. Second from bottom. So far, Coventry have won 4, lost 5, and they've drawn 2. Blackpool have won 5 and lost 7, and they've drawn the last 2. This is another match I think is going to be decided by the odd goal. I said odd goal, but I don't think there will be. I think there might be. Anyway, I think I'm going to go for a draw. Coventry 2, Blackpool 2. Huddersfield versus Millwall. Well, at the moment, Huddersfield are bottom, and Millwall, they are 6th. They're in the playoffs. Of course, Huddersfield had such a good season last season when they were in the playoffs. And I predicted that before the start of the season that Millwall will probably be one of the surprise teams this season, and it looks like they're going to be. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't finish in the playoffs, but of course, like everything else, there's a long way to go yet. Anyway, so far, Huddersfield have only won 3, lost 9, where you can understand where Huddersfield are. Millwall have won 8, lost 6, and they've won their last 5. So, of course, they beat Albion last weekend. I'm going to go for Huddersfield 0, Millwall 2. Millwall to win 2-0. Hull City versus Blackburn Rovers. Well, Hull City at the moment are 16th, and Blackburn are 3rd. So far, Hull City have lost the last 4, and they won the last 3. whereas Blackburn have won the last 5 and lost the last 2. This one I'm going to go for Hull 1, Blackburn 3. Blackburn Rovers to win 3-1. Luton Town versus Sunderland. Well, at the moment, Sunderland are 14th. They were in the playoff places at the start of the season, but they've dropped down the table. I didn't think it would be long before they started to drop down the table. And as for Luton, they're 9th at the moment. Luton have won the last 4, drawn 2 and lost 1. Where Sunderland have drawn 3, lost 3 and won 1. This is another match that I think will be a tight match between these two. And of course, last weekend Luton lost to Watford 4-0. I'm gonna go for Luton 2, Sunderland 0. Luton to win 2-0. Norwich versus Stoke City. Well, Norwich are 7th at the moment, and Stoke are 17th. Norwich so far have drawn 2, won 1, drawn 2, and lost the last 4. Whereas Stoke have drawn 2, lost 3 and won 2. Of course, they have a new manager, Alex Neil. It doesn't seem to be made any difference, does it, his results for Stoke? And Stoke have slipped down the table a bit. I think the Stoke City fans will try, sooner or later, are going to start to get a bit restless. Well, anyway, I'm going to go for Norwich 2, Stoke 0. Preston North End versus Middlesbrough. Well, Preston are 12th at the moment. Middlesbrough are 21st. Of course, Middlesbrough have a new manager. Michael Carrick used to play for Manchester United. I don't think he'll do much good at Middlesbrough. I don't give him long there. He might turn things around, but of course, you know what it's like in the football business, it's results. I'll only give him about maybe 12 months, maybe this time next year. He probably won't be at Middlesbrough. Well, anyway, I'm going to go for Preston Middlesbrough. Well, Preston usually win their matches by the odd goal. So far, Preston have drawn 1, lost 3 and lost 3, whereas Middlesbrough have drawn 2, lost 3 and won 2. I think tomorrow Middlesbrough will probably win. I think they'll probably win, but just to get off to a winning start for their new manager, I'm going to go for Preston 0, Middlesbrough 1. Middlesbrough to win 1-0. Finally, Wigan versus Watford. Well, Wigan are 19th and Watford are 10th. Of course, Watford went through a bit of a bad patch where they lost some of their matches. And then now 10th. And Wigan, they're 19th. At the moment, Wigan have won 2 and they've lost their last 5. Watford have drawn 1 won the last 3 and lost the last 3. I'm going to go for Wigan 0, Watford 3. Watford to win 3-0. Well, that's the end of my predictions for this weekend's championship matches. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you again in another video.